Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I'm here with a thrift store haul along with a couple of goodies that my mom and Joanne found for me while they were thrifting, or in Joanne's case while she was cleaning out items. And this is the first item that I received from Joanne, who is my mom's neighbor. And she found this little wedding dress. It's a tea-length dress. So it's not as long as most wedding dresses, as you can see. And it has a lot of fun, gorgeous little appliques that I will take off. And I just wanted to show you guys. She found it for me while she was visiting her son and she went to a thrift store. And she told me that she ended up paying $1.58 total for this dress. And she ended up getting a military discount along with a senior discount. So I thought she did pretty good for that price, for $1.58. And I believe it originally was $5, because in that particular thrift store, she had told my mom that if anything wasn't marked for clothing, it was $5. And so it started off as $5, but then she narrowed it down to $1.58 after all of her discounts. So again, I'll just hold it up close so you can kind of check out some of the beading and the appliques on that one. Then Joanne also gifted me, and I'm not sure if this came from her stash or if she found it thrifting. I don't see any price tags on it, but these are those envelope cards where maybe you insert a photo into them. But she gave me these to decorate and do something with, and I could see doing something fun, I think, in a junk journal, because you can use it kind of as a sleeve on that one. And then she also gifted me some eyelet trim fabric, and it looks like maybe she took it off of maybe a sheet or something, or maybe a bed skirt. There's quite a bit here. I'm not gonna unfold it all, but I'll just hold it up. It's kind of a nice little cream color. Pretty thick. You can see that there's quite a bit here. So thank you so much for that, Joanne. And then next, Joanne gifted me this little Fiskars kit. It's for an X-Acto knife. And this was in her stash that when she was cleaning out. It hardly looks used, so I'll definitely be able to use that. I know I have a couple X-Acto knives, but this one looked pretty nice with a little bit bigger base on it, and then the different styles of knives. And there's even some knives in here that I haven't even seen before. Like that one looks pretty big there. So not quite sure what that one would be used for, but definitely I'll be able to use some of these ones because I've used these types in my crafts before. And it comes in this nice little case. And then the next two things, I'm not sure if they came from my mom or if they came from Joanne. But a bag of ribbon roses, which I always love ribbon roses, especially when they're white or off-white or the pink color. And then here was some buttons, I believe, at one point a long time ago that were probably bought at Walmart on clearance, but they have some nice little hearts and there's some flowers in there. So kind of like some little plastic cabochon type things in there. So definitely be able to use those. So thank you, whether that's from my mom or from Joanne, I wasn't quite sure. Oftentimes when I go to my mom's house, she has everything sitting on a chair in her room that she's picked up for me or for Joanne, so sometimes the stuff gets intermixed. And then the next thing, I know this one came from my mom. It's just a little cone, and again, I love to use these on my Christmas trees, and I do have a playlist available on my channel for Christmas crafts for Christmas tree cones. And she gets these from, she has crochet thread on them. They're vintage crochet thread. And once she's used the crochet thread, she gifts me the little cones to use. And then it looks like my mom also found me a bunch of tart tins for $1. A couple different sizes. And these, I love doing Christmas ornaments in them. But you can also use them sometimes like for bases for different, like if you put some little Christmas trees on them or things like that to create little vignettes. You can use these also for that. So there's quite a few in here. So I should be good for a while because I have a few others that she gifted me not too long ago. So the next things I have to share are things that I found thrifting. And this is the first one that I found at my local thrift store for $1. And it's kind of a grab bag of laces. And what intrigued me about this one is it does look like there is a lot of vintage laces in here. So I'm going to open it up and just kind of peek at them. So here is the one that intrigued me, is this one right here. I thought this one was gorgeous. It definitely looks vintage and it feels very delicate. So I'm assuming that I'm correct that it is vintage on that one. Here's another little nice older style lace or trim. Here's another one that's in there. Quite a bit of this one, just kind of a more basic lace. This one's a little bit older, but I don't know if it's vintage. Just some little remnants of some gathered lace in here. Looks like somebody probably, and it has a little bit of glue on it, so I'm sure somebody had it on a project and pulled it off. A big ball of some of this little crochet style thread, or crochet thread style lace. This one has a little bit of gather to it, and there's quite a bit of yardage in that one. Another kind of gathered one. Also with this one, this is kind of a double layered of lace on that one. And then of course I also saw this one in the side that I was intrigued by. I love ones that have been crocheted, and I'm assuming that this one probably came off of like a pillowcase or something like that. I love this style of lace or trim when I can get my hands on it. And the rest kind of looks like kind of some basic lace. There's some eyelet trim. And then I'm not quite sure what type of trim. This one feels a little bit stiffer, but this might make really good layers like in some tassels, or maybe even some binding on some junk journals or tag toppers. So, and again, there is quite a bit of whatever this is. So I'll definitely be able to use that. So the majority of this little grab bag I will be adding to my current stash. I don't think I'll be re-thrifting any of this. Sometimes when I buy grab bags, I'll bring part of it back to the thrift store. But I think I'll be able to use everything in this little grab bag. And again, I spent $1 for that one. Also, that same day that I was at our local thrift store, I picked this one up for $1.50. And it's kind of a crochet thread again type trim. It's very wide, I would say a couple inches. And as you can see, there is quite a bit on this one. So that'll be fun to play with. And I guess there was some black elastic. So I might give this one back to the thrift store. I'm not sure if I can use that or not. That was in the grab bag. This was clothing item, and this one, the purple tags were 50% off, so I got it for $2.50. And it's like a little jacket, like a dress jacket cover. And I thought the lace was gorgeous on this one. And I'm still trying to debate. I did try it on, and it does fit me. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it. It's a little big, but it does fit for like a nice dress cover-up. I'm just not quite sure where I would wear it, so it might just end up in being used for laces in my stash. But I just wanted to show you guys how gorgeous that is. I'm not quite sure where I would wear it over, because if I went to a wedding, I don't think I would wear it. If it was a different color, I would maybe wear it to a wedding, but I don't think I would wear this color to a wedding, and I'm not quite sure where else I would dress up that fancy for a little summer jacket like this. But I thought it was a good deal again for $2.50. Whether or not I keep it or use it in my craft room. Some other random like stamping supplies. I found some perfect pearls for 99 cents, and all the containers were full. A couple of different colors for those. Also some more ribbon roses for 30 cents. A nice dusty pink color. I also found this for 50 cents. And it's not really tulle, but kind of similar to tulle. And I love the color. Again, I'm going to be, hopefully next winter, be working on like a winter themed, like snowflake type journal. And I thought this would be perfect for it. There's kind of some layering pieces and different things. And there's quite a bit on here for 50 cents. So I thought that was a good deal. I did pick up this rubber stamp. It was $1. And it's called Tea Ceremony. And it's from Stampington and Company. It just says, there are a few hours in life more agreeable than the hour dedicated to the ceremony known as afternoon tea. And I just had to pick this one up. I am planning a trip to London this summer. So I just thought it'd be fun with the afternoon tea because I know that's kind of a big thing in the UK. And I have a couple of rubber stamps with like little teapots and little teacups on them that I thought this would go nicely with. So I can see myself using this for a couple of different things, but I just had to pick that up. I'll probably use it in my personal scrapbook for when we go to London. Next, I did pick up a paper mache box, and it's a set. So I did pay $1.49 for this one. And there are a couple of boxes on the inside shaped like stars. And I just thought, again, I thought this would be fun to alter for Christmas. If I do any Christmas swaps with anybody, or if I wrap up gifts sometimes with my family, I also like to decorate boxes. And I just thought this one was really cute. I could kind of see myself doing some laces on it with some pretty paper underneath it. So I picked this one up again, the whole set for $1.50. Next, I have some linens to share with you guys, and my part of the thrift store haul, they're from 3 different thrift stores that I went to, just in case anybody is curious about that. And the one kind of down in where my mom lives, I found all of these linens and doilies there. This one was $1.99, a little bit more than what I usually like to pay for one this size. But it was a gorgeous color, and I think I've used all mine that are this color, so I just had to buy this one. Unfortunately, that thrift store doesn't usually have any sales on things. And I think she charged me 50 cents for these. Or maybe no, maybe these ones are, there's a grab bag, and I took them out of the grab bag. That's what I did. I took them out of the grab bag. There's a couple grab bags, so let me grab those. So the white one with the Battenberg lace on it, this one, I did pick up 26 of them for $9.99. And then this kind of cream colored one, again, I just love that color, that vintage color. That was $5.99 for 12 in that one. And so I had to pick them up. I just don't see them very often at the thrift store. See, this one was 99 cents, so just a larger Battenberg size doily. This one, there was like, I think four of these crocheted ones, and these ones were $2.99. This one was 49 cents. And let's see, this one was 99 cents, just another little small table runner or table doily. This was $5, and I think that I counted that there was 12, and these are just little napkins, and they had just the prettiest little edging on them, so I had to pick those ones up. I also picked up a set, there's 8 bags in here, and this was $2.50. I love altering little bags like this for a Happy Mail. So I did pick these up. These are very good quality cotton. Usually they're thinner than this, so this one's, you know, a little bit higher end. These ones do have little beads on the ends, but I think I can change out the beads to make them a different color to match however I decorate them. But it is kind of a nice little vintage color, so I think I could leave it. And these next things to share with you guys had me really intrigued. They were $1.99 each, so again, a little bit more than what I would have liked to have paid. But I do like to make those like out of placemats. I like to make the little pouches, but these ones were already done for me for $1.99 each. And so I thought that was still an okay deal. You know, they're new old stock. They still have their original tags on them. and they're pretty good sized. So I picked up several of these. I think there was 4 of these. And then another couple, this one had 2 of them attached, of this style doily and with a little crochet edging. And I love folding these over and using them on journal covers or also on the inside of just holding in a signature. So I thought that was a good deal. Then the last pile that I have to share with you is all wood things. So here was a big package of wood hearts for $1.50. I thought that was a great deal. These are fun to decorate and use as embellishments. I also picked up a couple of these wooden trees, and these are more for my personal, I love to decorate for Christmas, and I thought I could easily spray paint these and use them with some of my other little vignette scenes that I have in my house for Christmas. And so they were, like I said, 50 cents each, so I didn't think that was too bad. This one was a sleigh that you could put together for $1.50. It looks like it originally was $5. It was probably bought at like Walmart or Dollar General or something like that. But for $1.50, I thought and it looked like all the pieces were there. I picked that one up to do for Christmas. I also picked up some heart plaques, and these were 50 cents each. And I was able to thrift 3 of those. And then this one was kind of like some punch-out hearts in a couple different styles and sizes. And she charged me 50 cents for this one, the same as the rest. There wasn't a price tag on it, but she just gave me the same price that she did the other hearts on, so for 50 cents. And then the last thing that I got were these little candlesticks. They are wood candlesticks. And I love these for using as bases for my trees when I make them. And it's hard to resist the wood because they paint up so nicely. This one was $1, and each one of these was $1. And like this one, I would have to add a base, but then, you know, you could add to this one. I would probably put a bigger tree on this one, but I think you guys kind of get the picture on that one. So thank you again, everybody, so much for watching. I would love to hear what you guys thought of my thrift haul and what items you would have picked up and maybe what items you would have left behind. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Happy crafting and happy thrifting.